Hello YouTube, it's Jack Dyer with Dyer Family Farms. Got a little project today, trying to get our greenhouse or our hoop house ready for the growing season. So come along with me and let's see what we can get done. You can see I've gotten half of the ground prepared. I've got to put some fertilizer amendments on it that we had our county extension tell us what our soil needed to amend it. And then I still got my old silage tarp on this end. I got to pull it back, and then I'm going to cover it with ground cover to try to keep it from having a bunch of weed problems. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like fighting weeds. Well, that 30-foot wide, 100-foot long silage tarp is heavy. One person dragging it, and it had a little water from snow we had recently. We live in Marlow, Oklahoma, and we've had a couple snows this year. But the last couple of years, we've had some big snows. It took all I could do by myself to get that out of here. All right, so my plan is I don't know if any of you are familiar. At the beginning of the video, I called this a greenhouse, and then I corrected myself and said, no, it's a hoop house. Well, the difference is a greenhouse can have tables and all kinds of stuff in it. Where a hoop house, you have to plant in the ground. And I got this hoop house, my wife and I, Dina's my wife. You'll meet her on another video. This, by the way, is my first YouTube video, so bear with me, I'm trying to learn. But Dina and I met Daniel Arms from Arms Family Homestead over a year ago down in Kingston at Leon's, and growing with Leon, looking at his hoop houses. And the reason we did that is because these hoop houses we get them through a grant in the Oklahoma NRCS through the state of Oklahoma. But you can do that grant in any state, the way I understand it. So one good resource is Bootstrap Farmer, and I'm not sponsored by anybody, so nobody's sponsoring this video, but Bootstrap Farmer online has been a real good resource for us. Especially, they've got a lot of good information about the NRCS program and the hoop house grants. But what we got is we got one from Focus Farms here in Oklahoma. Is all steel construction, and it was within the already accepted through the NRCS grant. So this is our first planting. A lot of things happened in the last year and a half since I met with Daniel and talk to him a little bit down at Leon's about hoop houses. But anyway, our plan is to get ready for the plant. We have a growing room in our house where we've got several Brussels sprout plants and some cabbage and things like that. It's day before Valentine's Day, but it's time to get that kind of stuff out in the ground. And I just got to get ready and get going. So I mentioned a little bit ago that we had our soil tested and we're amending it. So we're putting some 1846 0 fertilizer on recommended by our ag extension, and some 4600. That's what they said we needed for our soil. So to get this ready to plant, I've got to get the soil down, or the fertilizers down, then till the half that I haven't tilled. I just pulled part of that silage tarp back, about half of it, and done one half, and then I'm gonna do another. So without further ado, we'll fill up my little hand spreader and get busy. Put a little dirt in there so that won't blow away, and we'll get started. All right, that's one of them, and the last one, we'll get it down, and then we're going to till it. I'll till it all into the soil, and then I'll rake the soil flat, kind of flat. I'm not a perfectionist by no means, and if you watch my videos very long, you'll know that for sure. But we're going to rake it levelish, and then I'm going to put a ground cover over the whole thing, a weed barrier. That's all the fertilizing. I don't know if y'all know, but it can be cold outside, and you get in one of these hoop houses and it's not cold. I'm already breaking a sweat. All right, so I got my Troy-Bilt horse out. I've got a tractor and some disc and stuff, but it's a 1953 Ford. It don't have all the amenities of a nice tractor nowadays, so the easiest way for me to break ground on something like this is with my tiller. So here we go. I recommend these Troy-Bilts. Boy, they're tough and they work good. So let's see if we can get her started and take off and get the ground broke up. If you see me bend down every now and then, it's because this hoop house is built on what we can only guess as an old trash pile. We've only owned this farm for almost 8 years now, but that is a valve stem out of, looks like an 18-wheeler, but I don't know that for sure. Some kind of equipment, but we find a lot of glass and metal and all kinds of stuff. So if you see me bend down, pick something up, that's probably what I'm doing. All right, let's see if she'll start. All right, YouTube, I'm back. I got the second half of my hoop house tilled and got the fertilizer put down. So let me flip the camera around and show you what I'm talking about. All right, here's the hoop house. Like I said, it's a big one. This is our first time getting it ready to plant. It's a brand new hoop house that we got through an NRCS grant. So rather than have y'all watch me till the whole time, I figured this would be the better. I'm gonna stop this video right here, and hopefully with a little luck in editing, which I know nothing about, so help me out there. Pray for me, whatever you want to do. Let me just tell you, before I shut this off, I want to bid you God's blessing, but most of all, I want to encourage you to go out and be a blessing to someone else. So if you like my videos, our videos, you'll meet my wife in later videos, but if you like our videos, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications for later, and share our videos on your social media. Thank you and God bless.